Hello there everybody, welcome back. Here we are looking at PHUN. Now we didn't have the opportunity to look at this one in the last week very much, but we are here now and we're having a look at what we see in both on Friday and throughout the rest of the week, because once again PHUN is falling. Now if we look at it from the lows, you will see we're falling lower towards the end of week, and again we're finishing off very close to the initial low, which was actually back here, so we're still on that same level. And again the question is, what comes next? Now of course, as you will know, I am not a financial advisor, so this is only my opinion. But if you do enjoy what you hear, make sure to of course leave a like and do subscribe as well. And of course I must remind you guys that we are still doing our fundraiser for Save the Children. If you can donate anything, it would make a positive difference, and that fundraiser is actually ending on the 24th of December, so Christmas Eve. Again, we're trying to raise as much as possible, so if you can donate, please do. And I must also remind you guys that we do have a Patreon. Now, a lot of the content on here is completely free, but of course there is going to be some paid content. But if you want to see any of the free stuff, you absolutely can view it in the link in the description. But now we're going to dive in and we're going to have a look actually on the simple chart and just acknowledge a trend that we are seeing in the past week. So as I said, in the past day for Friday, you will see that the trend is downwards, falling down by 2.35%. It's not too big of a drop, but it's not looking too good. Again, falling by about 8 cents, leaving us on an end price of about 3.32. And it was quite a flat day. You'll see that initial decrease on open, so I guess that we had a pretty weak post/pre hours going into Friday. And of course Friday was a short trading day due to all of the holiday celebrations going on around Thanksgiving, so we didn't have too long to trade. But in the few hours that we were open, yes, we saw this one fall. Now come out to the 5-day and you will see that trend continue. As I said, we are starting to level out really from the low that we found initially, which was back on Monday. If I draw this line out, you will see the line cuts all the way through, and actually coming back to Monday, we're on a very similar level to where we were on this initial dip. So not too bad, but of course it is still looking a little bit off, especially when we zoom out into the past month. So what do I mean by this? Well, clearly in the past month we have seen PHUN fall, and again it does look to be finding a bottom right now. If we look to the actual month, you'll see it has been a little bit lower than where we are right now, but again it appears to have found the bottom, seen a bit of recovery from this initial drop, and now we're starting to climb up again from this second drop. But the question is, how high can this one go, and what would we be doing next with PHUN? Well, we cannot say for sure, and of course, like I said, I am not a professional, I am not a financial advisor, but what we certainly can do is have a look at some of the data to help us to make an informed decision. Now what we're going to do is start off on the 1-day and have a look at a few of our indicators, and as time goes on we will of course move out to our 5-day and our 1-month indicator, and I will highlight some of the most important data in my opinion for you guys. So the 1-day, as I have often said, I don't think it is too important at all, but if you're looking to day trade this one, it may matter. And things that we've seen on the 1-day include a moving average which is falling down. You'll see we're above that right now. It is sat at about 330, I should say. And again, you will actually see a few of these candlesticks are completely dead here on the 1-day chart. So we've seen a few moments with not much movement at all. And I'll get into that in just a moment. But once we come down to here, we'll see as well volume very low as well. We're going to see that the MACD trend is quite flat, and so is the RSI, which is this little purple line here. And again, that one is on 47. Now 50 is neutral, so yes, we're very, very close to that right now. And again, it's in a normal range, but a few of our indicators are flat today, or at least on Friday, because we're not seeing too much momentum. Now the same can be said for the week to an extent, because you'll see once more a moving average of 330, again not too bad. Of course it's going to be a little bit off after the drop that we have sustained, but really it's in a normal level and it's not too concerning. Come out down below and you will see that our MACD trend is now starting to stabilize. Now this has stabilized on the bearish side of things, so yes, it is still below this line here, and the line is of course neutrality. We're still below that, we're still in negative territory, but yes, we are starting to consolidate, if you will, and again hoping for this trend to come bullish if we do see more movement up in the next week. And come down to our figure for our RSI once more, that's this purple figure, it's on 44. Now 50, as I said, is neutral, and 20 is oversold and 80 is overbought. So when we see in figures like 44, it may seem a little bit low, but really in the grand scheme of things it is still in a very normal level, so no, I'm not too worried about that at all. And again, volume for this time period is looking quite low. Now volume is something that I'm really going to highlight out here on the month, because volume usually is a very big driver of price. Because bear in mind, the more volume in the stock, it shows more people are buying, it shows more people are selling, and of course, like I said, that is what really drives movement when it comes to a stock. Now, for the stock recently, we're seeing volume continue to decrease. Now, Friday's volume is expected to be a little bit lower than what we're seeing on a usual day anyway, because if you remember, guys, like I said, we had that short day, so you would kind of expect this one to be a little bit lower on the front of volume, so I'm not too worried about volume being a little bit lower, but even contrasting this to the prior day, we're seeing volume figures down here of 8 million, so it's not too far off, but even 8 million is a very low figure. Again, volume figures back on these big upticks back here were very, very high. If we can get a figure on them, we will see that our volume figure back here was 98 million. And even going further than that, you'll see we had bigger upticks, and you guys can already imagine how high volume was on these days. So I think what I'm trying to say in the front of volume should be quite obvious. It's going to be a big driver, and we do want to see volume come back into this one to see more movement upwards. But when it comes to the bottom with PHUN, when do I think it is going to appear? Well, like I have said with DWAC, like I have said with a few of these others as well, it's always going to be hard to predict because bear in mind these have all seen a massive spike up very, very quickly. We don't have too much data in the current price range for levels of support and resistance, but I would like to hope that this one is going to start to level out above the price point of $3, and I think we could actually be quite close to the bottom right now. But going off that, that's only half of the story, because the question now is, okay, if this is a bottom, how much can we expect PHUN to move up? And that is a question which I am asking because I'm quite uncertain. I think this one does have that potential to see another rise. Again, volume is going to be necessary for this one to happen, but I do not see any reason for this one to not move up. However, it is going to be very, very speculative. Again, we're coming down from those massive highs, which is a good thing to an extent because it means if people are looking to get in for whatever reason, they can of course do so at a much cheaper price, but I would say yes, it does carry a lot of risk. So if you guys are comfortable carrying risk, it could be one for you, but as I have said, I would personally avoid this one for the time being. I want to see if it does actually find a level of support around where we are right now. That would be the first thing that I'm looking for, and then I'd be asking myself, what is the potential of this one seeing another bounce up? And again, right now that is unclear, but to make it worth it in my eyes, we'd want to see that bounce to of course get those profits in. As I said, it's just my personal opinions, but thank you for watching this short video. I'll see you all again very soon. Goodbye. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you'll be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here, and again if you do join us it is completely free, link is down below, but if you do want to become a Patreon you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name, so your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.